is Karrie Brazaski with Helping Healthcare Heroes, and I am excited to be able to share with you today that my top 3 strategies for you to be able to manage the holiday stress. This is an extremely stressful time of year, and we know that whether you are a health professional, you support health professionals, the holidays can add an extra layer of stress. And then we have our current pandemic and everything else that's going on that just adds to the level of stress. And so I wanted to come on today to give you 3 strategies to help you really get through this. So I want to share my very first strategy with you. And I shared this with a group that I was training in a corporate training that I did earlier this week. And it's the ability to say no. Though no is probably the easiest words to say, but the hardest when they really need to come out of our mouths. It's typically one of those words that our little ones learn. It's probably one of the very first words that you learn, but being able to say no is really difficult as an adult. And so what I challenge you to do this holiday season is look around and see what's really important to you. And what are those things that you really want to be able to do, to accomplish, or create those memories with your family? And be okay with saying no to some of the other things, because we all know that when we say yes, yes, yes to everything, when it doesn't bring us joy, or it's really something that maybe it's not even a gift that you have, it's just one more thing that we think we should do, it just adds to the stress and chaos of the holidays. So it's okay to say no. One of the best ways for you to be able to say no without feeling bad about it is I encourage people to just say, no, thank you, but thank you for asking. So when somebody asks you, that can you do XYZ for your kid's school, or, there's various things going on. So things are very different this time of the year. And maybe they want you to, I don't know, just say bake cookies, and you don't have time, or you don't have the resources to do it this year because things are different. You can just say, no, but thank you for asking. Thank you for including me. And it typically will derail people. You don't owe people an explanation, and you don't owe anybody this long, elaborate reason as to why you don't want to do it or you feel guilty or anything like that. You can just simply say, no, but thank you for asking. Thank you for including me. Whatever that is, it's okay to say no so that you can do things for yourself or your family. The second strategy that I like to share around the holiday stress time is getting enough sleep. Okay, this is really the time of the year where we like to cram all those extra things in. We may be having to do online shopping, and so we're not out and we're not going to all of the parties that we may have in prior years. But typically, this time of year, we start trying to do all of those things when we really should be sleeping. And it really does affect us. It makes us a little bit crankier. The other thing is, we really need our immune systems at their best. And when we don't sleep well, it decreases our body's ability to fight even just the common cold. And if you are in the hospital or in healthcare right now, you are probably having to say no, as well as trying to push to get more sleep because you're at capacity. You're having to pick up an extra shift. You're feeling like you want to do a little bit more. You need to know your boundaries. You need to know what you can and can't do, but still make sleep a priority so that you can be there, be fresh. The other is sleep gives your body the ability to rejuvenate itself. When we're go, go, go all the time, it doesn't give us a break. And so sleep is one of those things that we absolutely need. It was a huge discussion earlier this week in a group that I was with, in everything from insomnia to I don't have time. And I shared with them an interesting statistic that all-cause mortality is higher for people who get less than 6 hours of sleep a night. So when you say, I'll sleep when I die, there'll be time for that later. When you don't put sleep a priority, you actually could be increasing the chance of getting to that point a little bit sooner. So while I share that's kind of a melodramatic instance of why you need sleep, it really is true. So you want to be able to get anywhere from 7 to 9 hours, which is what the CDC recommends for you to be healthy, to be able to do what you need to do. And while sometimes we have to wait for the little ones to go to sleep so that we can get that wrapping done or whatever, just be aware you still have to take care of you so that you can be there and enjoy the holidays as well. The third tip I like to share, is to re-examine what your expectations are. If no other year needs you to really examine what you are expecting out of this holiday season, this is the year. 2020 is that year that kind of has changed everything, but you need to be realistic about what you can do, what is available to do, and what you want to be able to do. Because you can have this grandiose idea of creating this fabulous Christmas memory or holiday memory. If you don't celebrate Christmas, we're a Christmas family, but not everybody does. But it is, what is it that you're trying to accomplish and what do you want? And be realistic. One of the things that I gave up this year, Christmas cards. It's not that I couldn't make the time for it. It just was one additional thing that I don't really want to make the time for. I have some other things going on that are a little bit more important. And so I've started picking up the phone and calling people, having a Zoom coffee with friends instead of a Christmas card. Because really, what we all need this year, it's connection. It's connected and feeling like we matter to other people. Many of us are in our little cocoons. We go to work if we're allowed to go to work. We do what we need to do there, and then we come home and we're isolated. This is a time of year that we're so used to being able to connect and get out with people, and it's not happening this year because of either you don't want to put other people at risk, you have people in your family that you don't want to um, put at risk. And so really re-examine what it really means for you to create those holiday memories this year. It may be a cup of coffee via Zoom. It may be a telephone call to somebody that you haven't spoke to in a long time. It may actually be writing a card or writing a letter. But re-examine and really set realistic expectations of what you can accomplish and what you want to have happen. Because if you're even remotely like me, you think that you can cram 12 hours worth of activities into 5. It's not realistic. And then when we don't have things come out the way that we want, we get frustrated and we get down on ourselves when really, when you look at it, it wasn't even realistic to begin with. The other thing when you're setting expectations is talk to your family, talk to those people around you that are really important to you, because you may think that they expect one thing when really they don't. They just want your time. They want, you to be available for a specific time and activity. I know for me, we used to do this big, lots of cookies, we shared them with all our friends and family. But when we really examine what's really important, it's making sure that on Christmas Eve, every year we make cookies as a family. Santa needs fresh cookies. And now that my mother-in-law is close, it's we go to her house and make cookies. And we're looking forward to it. It's those little um, celebrations that we do. Or maybe you want to start a new tradition. What is it that you want to remember about 2020? What are the things that have brought blessings into your life this year? And really start focusing on that. So some of the 3 things for you to really be able to enjoy this holiday season, not get sick, and not get overwhelmed are really for you to be able to say no to things that really you don't want to do or you don't need to put on your calendar. And if you're at work, you can even think about this. Sometimes we say yes because they know that we're the yes person. We'll always get things done. And maybe this is your opportunity to say no so that somebody else on your team could shine. Think about that. Well, if you're always the one to get it done, but maybe Mary's over there and Mary would love the opportunity to shine. So you saying no to something might actually make an opportunity for somebody else to shine. The other thing when it comes to no, kind of that softer side, is to ask for help. Ask your family to help you with the things that you need to get done around your house. Ask your coworkers, because when you ask for help, again, it allows them the opportunity to step up, help, make a difference, and feel good. They may be looking for the opportunity, they're just waiting for you to ask. So ask for help, say no. That's kind of that combination one. Get good sleep, make sleep a priority. Just like we do with our little kids, we want to make sure that we are healthy and we can enjoy this holiday season. And there's a lot going on. So take care of yourself. And one of the best things you can do is to make sure that you get adequate sleep, and then re-examine your priorities and be realistic as to what can, should, and needs to happen this holiday season. So this is just a really quick how you can survive the holiday season with those 3 strategies so that you can stress a little less, continue to stay healthy, and continue to enjoy this holiday season. This is Karrie Brazaski with Helping Healthcare Heroes, here to make sure that you have the tools to be able to build your personal and professional resilience. And if you'd like more tips on how you can do that, join us over in our Helping Healthcare community, where we come live and give tips every week so that you can do just that. Come on over and join us. It's a community just for our health professionals and first responders, because we know you are doing all that you can, and we want to make sure you have the tools. So until next time, have a great one and happy holidays.